Hi everyone! So today I'm going to present my first ever vlog. So bear with me, I have mistakes, okay? So today I'm going to talk about Charan! The Giver, a novel by Lois Lowry. So we are tasked to make a book review using a vlog. So today I'm going to video myself without edits, only sound effects. So this novel is a series. This is the first book and I haven't read the other books yet. So this is also the first ever novel I read in my entire life. Thanks to Sir Rodel and thanks to my friend Jubert Castro. He let me borrow this novel. So, first and foremost, I'm going to say or to tell you about the summary of this novel. Meet Jonas, an 11-year-old boy who lives in a rigidly controlled society. In his community, there is no suffering, hunger, war, and no color, sex, music, or love. Everything is controlled by the elders, right down to who you will marry, whom you receive as children, and what you will be assigned as a job. Because Jonas is almost 12, it's time for him to get a job. There's a big ceremony at which the decisions are announced. Jonas watches all his friends get their jobs, but then he's skipped over. The chief elder finishes the ceremony and explains that Jonas has been selected to be the receiver of memory, which is a big deal. Jonas looks over at the current giver, an old man who, like Jonas, has light eyes. Now that Jonas has been selected to be the receiver, he gets a list of rules. They tell him that he is not allowed to discuss his receiver training with anyone, that he is allowed to lie, and that he can ask anyone any questions he wants, even if it is rude. And then Jonas starts his training, which consists of receiving a series of memories from the old receiver, who is now referred to as the giver. These aren't just any old personal memories. Rather, the old man is passing on to Jonas all the memories of humanity. Needless to say, this completely changes the way Jonas looks at his world. He realizes that no one around him has ever felt any real emotions at all. A year into his training, Jonas discovers that the process of release, which is performed on people who break the rules, babies who are sick, and folks who are very old, is really nothing more than a lethal injection. Then one day, Jonas decided to go out, to stay away from his society. And he went to a hill. When he gets to the top, the sled from the first memory he received from the giver is waiting for him. He climbs into it and pushes off down the hill, fully convinced that at the bottom is elsewhere, and a whole group of people waiting to greet them. So that was the summary of The Giver, and this is my reaction or my opinion to the novel. For me, the author's main point is that the essence of humanity comes from a variety of vibrant emotions. Passion, love, and joy will always have the opportunity to be skewed for different circumstances, even if we attempt to create a utopia. Perhaps eliminating these feelings is the only way to prevent the more unfortunate feelings. Many themes in The Giver demonstrate Lowry's concerns about society and humanity. Lowry attempts to awaken each and every reader to the dangers that exist when people choose conformity over individuality, and for unexamined security over freedom. At one time in the past, these people who inhabited Jonas' community intended to create a perfect society. Lowry stresses the point that people must not be blindly obedient to the rules of society. They must be aware of and must question everything about their lives. And now we're finished about talking about the novel, The Giver. I hope you listened very well and you learned some moral lessons about this novel. And since I'm a Taylor fan, I will share to you a bonus interview because Taylor in the movie of this novel was there. She was the Rosemary in the movie. And I'm going to read to you the interview, so listen carefully. Well, describe Rosemary for us. Taylor said, Rosemary is such an interesting character to me because she reminds me of an analogy for the modern day artist. A lot of the time, you'll have someone who is so fragile and so vulnerable and so open, and that's the reason why they are successful at making art. But that can also be their downfall. Rosemary felt too much. She cared too much. She was exposed to too much, and she couldn't handle it. And I think that we see that play out in modern day society all the time. So, it was a great job because Taylor was an actress and a singer also. That's why I really, really love her. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. You enjoyed watching my first ever vlog, and I'm hoping for your support the next vlog that I will do. Thank you. God bless.